Your husband should be the love of your life. First of all, he brought me my child. And second of all, he truly allows me to be the best version of myself. Hi people, I'm Olivia Culpo, and these are the loves of my life. Let's start with the obvious, very important love of my life. My husband is the love of my life because, well, there's so many reasons. I think everybody can attest to being with people who don't allow you to soar and be the best that you can be because you're in a situation that's not serving you. And he genuinely not only supports me, but inspires me and also makes me feel safe. The worst case scenario is never the worst case scenario with my career or my life in general because I know that I'll always have him. That's something I don't take for granted for a second. There are so many moments along the way that tell you that this might be your person, right? But I knew that this had a real shot when I heard the way that he talked about his family. It was just so similar to the way that I talk about my family. He's really close with his family. I'm really close with my family. I just knew that we had the same foundation and I knew that we wanted the same things to build the foundation for our family, which really does make such a big difference. Christian is, well, these aren't like, oh my God, he never puts the toothpaste cap back on because yes, that is annoying, but he's getting better at that. But no, he is a very black and white person. So things are either right or wrong. And I think that I'm a little bit more, I do believe that there's a gray area, but I respect and appreciate the fact that he sees such a definitive, no, this is right and no, this is wrong because there's no room for BS. So I always know exactly what I'm going to get from him. He holds himself clearly to a very high standard because he sees things as black and white. And because of that, I hold myself to a higher standard. Also, it just makes everybody better because really he's right. He's just a really good person. My daughter, Colette, is definitely the love of my life. She is so small. She's only 11 weeks old, so she's brand new, but she's already really making a great impression. So I'll keep her. She's growing so fast. She could lift her head by like 3 days old. So there was no real milestone with that. I don't know why, but she's really strong. She's like a little mini running back, but not really. She's just the best. I feel like having a child is having your heart beating outside of yourself. Like your heart is with somebody else. So it's raw. It's just like such a raw, vulnerable type of love because it's so deep and it's magnetic. Like you truly feel like it's a part of you that was missing and that was always supposed to be like this. It's great. My dog, Oliver Sprinkles Culpo McCaffrey, he is my ride or die. I mean, is there anything better than coming home from a long day and being greeted by somebody who doesn't care about anything other than your heart and soul? He loves me just unequivocally. Well, you know, he does like treats every so often, but he's just so cuddly. And I just feel like during the hardest times of my life when I was postpartum, for example, actually I am postpartum, but when I was going through my pregnancy, all the time that I was unsure, scared, or nervous, he was by my side. He's been by my side through the hardest moments of my life. And I think we can all attest to how special that is and how dogs are a man's best friend. Woman's. He's not shy of the camera, that's for sure. He actually, fun fact, did not have these spots until I was pregnant. And then as soon as I got pregnant, he got these bald spots. And then the bald spots grew back dark hair. Oliver and Colette get along well. Oliver's very protective of her. He was laying on my stomach my entire pregnancy. And now he lays on her. It's so cute. They are adorable. What's better than puppies and babies? And hot husbands? And great parents? I love my mom. I mean, nobody loves you like your mom loves you. I always call her a professional mom. She is everybody's mom. She's always cooking. She's always asking everybody how they are. Honey, do you need anything? Nobody leaves her house hungry. Everybody leaves her house full. She literally has a bumper sticker on her car that says, love people, cook them yummy food. Our house was the house that all the kids went to for two reasons. One, they knew they were going to get fed. And two, they knew that they could make a huge mess and nobody would care. I'm one of 5 children. I still joke that we could flip the table over and my mom could come home and she wouldn't notice. She doesn't care about things being orderly. I care about things being really orderly. She doesn't care about hair, makeup, fancy clothes. She doesn't know what car she drives. When the valet asks her, she's like, oh, I think it's red. She never knows the brands of anything. My mom teaches everybody not to sweat the small stuff just by the way that she lives her life. She's a very talented musician, so we also grew up around her playing the viola every morning. It was like the smell of bacon and her blasting classical music or practicing for the day. So it was a really nice, just grounding, simple upbringing. She's definitely an inspiration to me in so many ways. She lost a lot of people in her life. She lost her mom and her dad and her sister when she was really young. So I think that having that formative experience does show you what matters and does teach you what really is worth sweating over and what's not worth sweating over. So I really try to carry that with me in my life. And I hope that I can remember what's really important and also remember what's not really important to be upset about. I can thank her for that, for sure. One of my favorite memories with my mom is cooking with her, watching cooking shows together. That's what I grew up doing. That's what I grew up loving. And it always reminds me of time with my mom. She's such a huge fan of my new show, Next Gen Chef. She thinks that it's up there with her favorites like Great British Baking Show and the rest of the greats. I just feel like filming that show, being a part of that project, reminded me of home and what I love to watch. So to be a part of that for other people is really cool. And to be a part of that for my mom, most importantly. She likes the show. That's all that matters. My dad is so wild. He talks faster than anybody I've ever met, but he is one of my favorite people because he shaped who I am today. I think we can all say that about our caregivers. And I think I respect my dad a lot because he was always a dad and a father first. He always put his family first. And I just know that I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I didn't have a dad who did that. I think I look to him for all sorts of advice. My mom and my dad met in orchestra. My dad was in the trumpet section, my mom was in the viola section, and my dad still tells the story like, who's that knockout in the viola section? And they were 18 years old, and the rest is history. My dad started his professional career as a trumpet player. He then had 5 kids under the age of 40 and quickly had to pivot because he couldn't support us, honestly, off of his money playing the trumpet. He started his entrepreneurial career, so I respect my dad a lot because of what he put into supporting my family. And also I just really admire the way that he built his business. My dad is also my business partner. We have 2 restaurants together, but he prides himself on the legacy that he will leave behind. My dad buys his clothes on eBay. My dad doesn't buy anything fancy for himself. He's always thinking every day, what can I leave for my kids? I just respect it so much. He's not a showy person. He's very humble. It's all about his children. Oh God, there are so many things growing up that I just hated my parents for. One thing was band camp. I grew up going to band camp. And I think looking back on it, I know why I had to go to band camp, because if I didn't go to band camp, I would be getting into trouble over the summer. And I really would have been. So looking back on it, not only am I grateful that I have so much experience as a cellist now, which is just a cool talent to have, which even though at the time I thought it was dorky. It's really cool now. Didn't know it then. And also, I did stay out of trouble, and I would have been in trouble. Rhode Island. This is where I was born and raised. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Rhode Island and California could not be any more different. The accent. Let's start with the accent. It's sister, pizza, get pizza with your sister. It's just a weird accent where the A's are ERs and the ERs are A's, and coffee. So we just have a really deep, there is just a heritage that is so deep. It honestly bonds you. It's a small state, but we have a lot of characters. You don't leave Rhode Island. You stay there. You never venture off. The fact that I'm here is weird. I also find myself working with a lot of people from Rhode Island, like my videographer, photographer. It just always comes back to Rhode Island in my life. The person who helps me, my right-hand person with my daughter, she's from Rhode Island. Everybody is related through like a sister, brother, cousin. Everybody loves Italian food. Everybody has somebody that they get like their bread from. We have the best bakeries. We have bakeries passed down from generations. We don't have those here. We don't have those here in California. Like, we just don't. At least not in my neighborhood. Nobody eats bread. They don't. Rhode Island is known for its food. You could go to any hole in the wall and get the best bolognese, the best chicken parm, the best lasagna, the best gnocchi, the best homemade anything. Yeah, it's just like, it's just not like that here, and that's okay. Rhode Island is important. Not only was I raised there, I also got married there, and my family is still there. So I could definitely see us heading back to the East Coast as a family someday, hopefully. Thank you so much. These are the loves of my life. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I love talking about them.